there, Ben. Hope you're doing well today. This is your video lesson. So here are 3 things I want to talk about. I'll talk about those 3 things. And as usual, if you want me to answer any questions, feel free to have your mom or dad shoot me over a message. I'll be happy to answer. So let's get to it. So let's see here. First thing is, I'm glad your arm is all back, your collarbone's back in playing condition. So we're going to return to playing guitar. And then what we'll do is all the theory stuff that we've been working on the past few weeks. We'll integrate all that into your playing ability, and then we'll also keep up with like a little bit of fretboard knowledge or fretboard theory every single lesson. So we'll keep up on that. So make sure you keep on bringing that book because we'll talk more about it. There's like great information in there that we haven't gotten to yet. So first thing is just a review of your A minor pentatonic. That's your A minor pentatonic box here at the 5th fret. So 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. And what I want to work on is the walking fingers exercise with hammer-ons. So what that means is I'm going to be here on 5, 7 on the 5th string, and what I'm going to do is when I play this 5, 7, hammer that ring finger down, and notice what I'm doing here is I'm hammering and I'm getting my finger ready for the next thing that I'm going to do. So what I did there is this, so 5, 7, hammer, and see I only have one finger on at a time. The fingers are literally walking on the strings. So as soon as that hammer goes down, my finger's up and over top of the next string, ready to play the next thing. So the first note, right, you get the hammer. Next finger's moving on to the next one. Now doing pull-offs is a little trickier. You have your ring finger on, and when I do the pull-off, my first finger goes down. So you gotta be kind of quick on the draw with that. And then you have to get your finger ready over the top of the next note or next string. So see, since I do that pull off, that J motion down, so down and out, going to the next string. And that'll help us play riffs that we'll do in the future, like say that one that we did a while ago, the AC/DC tune that we did. Awesome, so work on that for me. Next thing is movable minor. So after we did our full power chords, right? So we had this right here, and I believe the tune we did was something like that. It's the In Bloom. We'll probably go back and revisit that one. But when I'm talking about something new today, which is our movable minor. So we have our full power chord right here. So we got in this case I have here our root 5. So my pointer finger's on the 5th string, on that B right there. Ring finger, pinky, right? So I have my full power chord. And what I'm going to do to make a movable minor chord, so these are all going to be minor shapes. I'm going to take my middle finger and put that right here on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. When I play that, that is a minor chord, right? So you can use these power chords, add an additional thing to it, and as long as it's root 5 and you put that middle finger down, it is a minor chord throughout the whole string. So I have like a B minor chord here. I move it up a fret, C minor, C sharp minor, D minor. This shape cannot all of a sudden magically become major. It's not going to happen as long as it's root 5. Now if I take this shape and move it to root 6, that's a different story. But as of right now, without retuning your guitar to anything funky, that when you play that power chord with that middle finger on there, that is, and I tabbed it out here for you too in this diagram, that chord will always be minor no matter what. So if you're playing a song and it says D minor, you can play that shape right there, right? So it's just whatever note that's on the 5th string, power chord, full power chord plus middle finger equals movable minor shape. And this puts us one step closer to doing full bars. So we'll do a bunch of movable minor songs, a bunch of movable major songs when we get there, so we'll show you that later on. And then once we get that comfortable, then we'll switch over to do the full bar chord, and that'll put us into the next level. That's really the defining thing of what the things you have to do to get to level 3 is be able to do the bar chord, that is. So work on that for me. And then lastly, a new song to work on is Rebel Rebel by David Bowie. It sounds like this. Minor shape, 2 and E. So that opening riff right there, using double stops. I'm going to slide my middle finger from 3rd fret to 5th fret while hitting the first string open. Back down to 3, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, pull off to 0, 1 on the 3rd string, 2 on the 4th string, pull off to open. That's the main riff right there. The second thing that happens in the chorus of the song is an A chord. We count to 4. This is whole notes. So 1, 2, 3 to a D. Now here's what you got to practice this week: is when you go to that movable minor shape, you have to turn your hand sideways and go horizontal with your hand. Drop the thumb, and the arm moves into your body. So I'm here at a D. Notice where my arm is. I get out a little bit. As I move that bar chord, I tuck my elbow in. I drop my thumb on the back of the neck. I go horizontal with my hand, and I put that chord in place, and that'll help me get the chord in position without dropping the ball. 2, 3, 4. If I don't do that, I try to shoehorn it in here. Oh my God, that's so hard. That is difficult. It sounds terrible right there. If you go horizontal, everything fits nicely. It's almost like I fall into the chord. So D, turn your elbow. So elbow goes in, drop the thumb, hand goes horizontal. Let the arm do the big work for you, and the fingers just pivot into position. Pivot, and then to E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, D, go horizontal. This is the teaching point. B minor, movable shape, and then to a D, and then back to. Easy peasy, right? Cool. So work on that for me, and then I'll be out for spring break next week, and I'll see you the following. Take care, man.